morning. It's Friday, May 10, 2024. Peace is the prosperity of a nation. Peace reign. On the news this morning, Martin Ame, who led the assembly, accuses Governor Fubara of planning to demolish state assembly quarters. Fubara inspects assembly quarters amid renewed crisis. Senate approves death penalty for drug traffickers. On the foreign scene, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defiant after U.S. threat to stop weapons. I'm Ifichukumoyle with the news. Tami, who led River State House of Assembly, is accusing Governor Siminalayi Fubara of planning to demolish the state assembly quarters. The quarters are the official residence for 32 lawmakers of the state and have since last year become the temporary chambers of the Martin Amihule-led assembly since the demolition of the main assembly building. The lawmakers made the accusation on Thursday as they came to the assembly quarters with calls of their supporters shortly after the governor's unscheduled visit to the assembly quarters.
Many of them jumped our fence, they broke the gates and entered there uninvited. Ordinarily, the governor needs to write the speaker to get into our hallowed chamber or to get into our premises, or at least inform us if he has any reason to come here. Coming here and seeking to demolish our property, one built with taxpayers' money for the effective administration of the state legislature, is unbecoming of a governor in our time. A time when other governors are paying attention on how to improve the well-being of the people. Our own governor is busy looking for how to maintain structure. I am the speaker. Of course, I was elected by the people, and members are sitting and should not. I am the speaker.
Mr. Ame will accuse Governor Fubara of being in violation of a subsisting court order.
They should tell the governor that members are not afraid. He can come with all the military personnel. He can come with all the police officers. We will sit when we need to sit. Anytime we have adjourned there, when it is time to sit, we will sit because we have the mandate of the people to sit. Governor has no power over the legislature. The legislature is a creation of the constitution, and he will be ashamed because he has nothing that he can do to stop us.
Mr. Ame will, however, maintain that he is the Speaker of the River State House of Assembly.
I am the speaker. Of course, I was elected by the people, and members are sitting and should not be disturbed. But every day we listen and read to media reports of some people who were suspended on the 30th of October, purporting to be principal officers of the house. They were duly suspended by the rules of the house. They are already in courts. If they have issues with the suspension, they have already approached the courts. The court has not given any judgment to the contrary.
Now, yesterday, amid the heightened political tension in River State, Governor Fubara paid an unscheduled visit to the assembly quarters. The governor briefly toured the premises in company of a convoy of uniformed and civilian aides before going to inspect the Emoha-Kalabari Road. After inspecting the 15.24-kilometer Emoha-Abalama-Tema Junction dual carriageway road project, Governor Fubara explained that his visit to the residential quarters of the State House of Assembly was for an on-the-spot assessment of the condition of the structures for possible rehabilitation work to make them livable.
It's simply not part of my property. Is there anything wrong in going to check how things are going on there? We are aware of the development. We have a new speaker, and I went there to see for myself what things are, because there might be a few things I might want to do there for the good of our people.
Now, his visit follows a fresh crisis in the River State House of Assembly. Some lawmakers loyal to the governor had on Wednesday elected the member representing the Boni constituency, Victor Okojumbo, as their speaker. Mr. Okojumbo was one of the 4 lawmakers loyal to the governor. Governor Fubara, who had, at the height of the political crisis in the state, elected Edison Ehe as the speaker. But Mr. Ehe later resigned from the state assembly and was appointed chief of staff to the governor. Now, it is not clear how many lawmakers were present during the plenary that produced Mr. Okojumbo as speaker, because days after the governor said the Martin Amihule-led assembly does not exist. His comment came after they had vetoed him 7 times to pass bills into law. Meanwhile, the representative of Iwere State constituency in the River State House of Assembly, Prince Lemchi Yeche, has refuted claims that the Martin Amihule-led assembly is illegal. Mr. Lim Chinyeche, in an interview with our correspondent, said Justice Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja had restrained Governor Fubara from interfering in their activities, finances, as well as asking the police to provide security for them during the proceedings. Now, he said such an order has not been vacated to date. He explained that the only suit challenging this is the one instituted by an elder statesman, Anab Saraiwe, and 9 others, and the one by the Coalition of Civil Society Group, which has not been determined by the court. Addressing claims by the lawmaker representing Bonny State constituency, Oko Jumbo, of assuming the speakership role, Mr. Lim Chinyeche described it as a joke, reiterating that Jumbo remains suspended from the House. Regarding the APC's impeachment call against the governor, he said the governor has committed impeachable offenses. He clarifies that no impeachment process has started. He said the governor's unannounced visit to the legislative complex is an assault on the lawmakers. Now recall that an appeal court in Port Harcourt has reserved judgment on a suit filed by an elder statesman, Anna Saraiwe, and 9 others challenging the order of the State High Court that struck out their suit against President Bola Tinubu. Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Martin Amihule, Rivers House of Assembly, and PDP for lack of jurisdiction. They are asking the court to restrain the 27 lawmakers from parading and functioning as lawmakers based on their defection to the APC. Now, there is also a suit pending at the Federal High Court, Port Harcourt, instituted by members of the civil society organizations in Rivers State against the 27 lawmakers led by Martin Amihule. Moving on now, the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State has congratulated Victor Okojumbo for his emergence as a speaker. The publicity secretary of the party, Sidney Wara, said in a statement that the vacancy in the leadership of the House after the resignation of Edison Ehie has been long overdue. He said the Amihule-led lawmakers were leveraging on the magnanimity of the governor, who chose to recognize them as a sacrifice for peace. But the Martin Amihule-led lawmakers never relented in their bid to ensure that River State is plugged into crisis by repealing and reenacting one law and another at the detriment of the state. The statement emphasized that the emergence of the new Speaker of the 10th Assembly and other principal officers would pave the way for a robust legislative business and the end of the legislative rascality witnessed in the past few months. The statement, however, called on the new leadership of the State Assembly to immediately undertake a tour of the legislative complex to assess the condition of the complex with a view to carrying out necessary rehabilitation work to enhance conducive legislative activities. Still to come, Senate approves death penalty for drug traffickers. Stay with us. You're welcome back, and now the rest of the The national president of Reform Traders Association of Nigeria, Bright Eddie Chinedu, is congratulating Victor Okojumbo for his emergence as speaker. Sir Eddie Chinedu, at a media briefing in Port Harcourt, urged him to initiate people-oriented policies that would bring about development in the state. He assured him of the support of traders to ensure smooth operation in the economic sector.
I want to use opportunity to congratulate the new emerged Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, Honorable Comrade Victor Okojumbo. By God's special grace, the traders in Rivers State is only behind you. In a very little time, we'll be coming to pay a courtesy visit to you to make sure we give you support the same way we will be extending the kind of fellowship with our excellency. I want to use this opportunity to call on your attention to adopt the same leadership style of our former Speaker, Sir Honorable Edison, who have been a friend of people who have introduced so many bills that have contributed to the growth of the state.
Now, he also urged him to ensure a good working relationship with the governor for the interest of the state.
Work together in synergy, work in alliance with our executive for a smooth running of the state. We are assuring you of our support, of our backup as traders in Rivers State. One with traders is one with majority. The traders will contribute the 80 to 85% of the electorate in Rivers State. Our voice is heard in Rivers State and all over the world. We are standing by you and we are telling you to forge ahead, do the needful, and make sure we have a smooth running, a good relationship with the executive governor of Rivers State.
In the meantime, a group known as Barrister Thank God Obara Support Group in Emoha local government area of Rivers State says the people of Obele Community Ward 5 have pledged their support for the emergence of Victor Okojumbo as Speaker and Sukari Goodboy as leader of the Rivers State House Assembly. A statement by the leader of the group, Thank God Obara, assured that the group's support throughout the tenure of the new leaders for the advancement of Rivers State. The Rivers Conscience Group has urged lawmaker Enemy Alabo George, a loyalist of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, to deal with the reality that Siminalayo Fubara is the governor of Rivers State. The group, in a statement signed by Irene Ojuban, while reacting to Mr. George's statement calling Governor Fubara a small man, said, by such remark, Mr. George has exposed himself as one of the anti-democratic forces stifling development in the state. The statement also urged the pro-Wike lawmakers to learn to respect the governor and his office. The group also asked security agents to immediately invite him for questioning over his assertion that Governor Fubara was responsible for the burning of the State Assembly complex, attacking the official residence of the Speaker, among other allegations. They also said that it is obvious that Mr. George is doing the bidding of his paymaster. The statement further asked Mr. George to explain the allegation that the governor shot sporadically when he visited the River State House of Assembly quarters on Thursday. They also said that those who mean well for the state are solidly standing by the governor in his quest to end the reign of terror, godfatherism, and outright mismanagement of public funds experienced in the recent past. And now some prominent stakeholders of Andoni politics have reaffirmed their support and loyalty to the CT minister and former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, as well as President Bola Tinubu. The stakeholders of Andoni, comprising of past and present political leaders of the PDP, APC, Labour Party, as well as elder statesmen, community leaders, and youth leaders, say their resolve is appreciation of the choice of Erastus Awota as a local government chairman in 2021 to rescue Andoni from the challenges of insecurity and underdevelopment which bedeviled the area. The politicians who spoke at a solidarity visit to Awota at the council secretariat in Ngo Town also drawn support for his second term in office to enable him consolidate on his remarkable achievement in Andoni.
Through God, our leader in Abuja, Nyesom Wike, through inspiration, spotted our brother, the chairman of our local government, and brought him to us. Within weeks, when he arrived on the scene, Andoni people saw peace. Chairman, carry our message to our leader in Abuja. Tell him that we are behind him. We also give thanks to our grand patron, Nyesom Wike. Indeed, God has used him for us. If it is not God that used him to pick our chairman, maybe we will not have seen him. Maybe we will not know the quality in him.
It will be an act of ingratitude for any son of Andoni not to appreciate and follow Wike, who used by the God's providence to bring Erastus Charles Awota, who is now the face of the modern politics in Andoni.
On the spot, an APC former governorship aspirant, Samson Gerebara, said Erastus Alwater has used the resources of the people to develop the area.
Because I'm not in PDP, I'm in APC. But that does not stop me from seeing the good works he has done. I had a dream of an Andoni, where a council chairman will use the resources of Andoni people to develop Andoni, not diverting it into personal pockets. It has eluded us for many years, but Erastus is doing it. That's what I mean by the face of the dream I had many years ago. I'm happy to see the dream coming to pass.
In his response, the Andoni Council Chairman Erastus Alwater thanked the stakeholders for their continued support and loyalty to the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike.
Those who work continuously for the backwardness of Andoni have grouped themselves together. We can never work with them. I want to say it openly and clearly that if second tenure will make me to work with those set of people, I will abandon the second tenure. I cannot work for the retrogression of Andoni. The former governor liberated Andoni from the shack of underdevelopment. I was seeing the light. The governor is having issues today with Waga. We are members of one family. But if one person says he wants to leave the family, I will remain with the family.
And now a group, Non-Indigenous Simplified Movement Ahoda chapter, says it is joining its grand patron, the Chief of Staff Government House, Port Harcourt Edison, here to welcome Governor Fubara and his entourage, Ahoda East Local Government Area. A statement by the chairman of the group, Aminu Ali, Secretary David Osondo, and spokesman Azubike Udom urged all non-indigenous in Ahoda to come out en masse to welcome Governor Fubara on the occasion of Thanksgiving for the governor's Supreme Court victory. The statement said the event will be held at the Western Ahoda County High School in Ahoda tomorrow at 10 a.m. The Senate has approved a death sentence as a penalty for drug traffickers in the country. The proposal was adopted on Thursday. The federal lawmakers also commenced review of salaries, allowances, and fringe benefits of judicial office holders in a bid to curb bribery and corruption and ensure the independence of the judiciary.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel can stand alone. This is after the U.S. warned it could halt arms shipment if the Israeli Prime Minister ordered a full-scale invasion of Rafah in Gaza. The Prime Minister said on Thursday that Israel would fight with its fingernails if needed.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap of the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. The Martin Amipula-led assembly is accusing Governor Fubara of planning to demolish state assembly quarters. And on the foreign scene, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is defiant after U.S. threat to stop weapons. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria.